Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's another day of news. They sent me this one to kind of talk and react about, and it's actually a pretty interesting article. I've read some of it. I'll read more with you guys here in this video, but I believe some YouTubers have already acknowledged it, but I wanted to bring it up for my community as well to just talk about what the heck this whole thing is, and is it a good idea or a bad idea? What are my thoughts on it? And I'll talk about that in a few moments. But before anything, guys, if you have not done so by now, go check out the giveaway video that I already posted. I am giving away manga only this time, so make sure you go check that video out. A lot of people are excited for it. You don't want to miss out on this one. Also, guys, if you have not done so by now, subscribe. Thank you so much for the big change of pace these past 2 days on subscribers. So if you're new, welcome. Make sure you welcome yourself there in the comment section. I would love to know where you guys are from and why or how you stumbled into this video. But anyways, today we're going to be talking about Japan's top studios combined to launch YouTube channel to stream free anime. Now, obviously, the title can be misleading because top studios, that can vary depending who you ask. And it's also not all the studios are combining, but pretty big ones are. Let's move. These blank spots, by the way, are ads that I my ad blocker, I guess, is blocking these ads. So there's blank spots in the article that should be filled in. But it says the teams behind Dragon Ball and Attack on Titan. This is Toei Animation, by the way. They are massive. Doesn't mean they get everything right. Toei Animation has shared a problem with Kodansha for years now, and that issue is theft. Time and again, these studios have found themselves targeted by illegal websites that stream unlicensed anime, and that is why they pair or teaming up with other brands to create a YouTube channel to offset those sites. Now, I talked about this before already in my channel. Kiss Anime, Kiss Manga, they're being shut down. Manga Rock last year got shut down, and then they kind of started their own legal thing. Maybe Kiss Anime will do that eventually. Who knows? But Toei Anime and Kodansha, pretty much the two big ones, are definitely gonna hit this up and start a YouTube channel in which I actually have visited, and they don't have much other than announcements right now. But it continues saying, news comes from Reality as the trade confirmed a new YouTube channel is being worked on by some of anime's big studios. Toei Animation, Kodansha, Nippon Animation, and a few more have agreed to back the channel. The page will be called Anime Log, aims to post free content for fans to watch with official subtitles so they aren't forced to torrent episodes. So they're basically going to post a bunch of anime in this YouTube channel. That way they can at least make revenue, I'm going to assume, from the ads that YouTube has. It says currently this channel is only available in Japan, but the plan is to open it up to other markets. To be specific, subtitles are being planned for English and Chinese speakers, as both markets still rely on torrent sites at times. Yeah, so, and I don't think they're the only issue, but because there's so many English-speaking countries that fall on that issue, I think they're gonna hit that. And Chinese, I think it's the #1 language spoken in the world. I believe it is. At least now it is. So it makes sense they're hitting up these two big languages in the world, at least to start off with. I'm sure eventually they'll add Spanish and French and Portuguese, but for now they're going to hit up the English and Chinese community, which makes a big part of the world population. The Anime launch in Japan has been soft, with shows like Blackjack and Future Boy Conan being posted. The ultimate goal is to share 3,000 anime titles on the channel, with shows coming from, and then they kind of repeat the productions and animations and companies basically there. Which I only recognize the first three, to be honest. The other three I don't know what they do, but you guys can look them up. I'm sure they do popular anime as well, but they're thinking about 3,000 titles. I mean, that's a lot. At the time, there's no word on what titles will make it to Anime Log, but fans are hopeful hit series will be added along with more obscure ones. The most common complaint given by international fans when it comes, let me get that part up for you guys to read. When it comes to international fans, when it comes to official licensed content, is its limited scope. Shows like Dragon Ball can be found on most streaming sites like Crunchyroll or Funimation, but when it comes for more niche titles, fans often find themselves looking for illegal streams if they are not official venues hosting the show. What do you want to see more from these channels? Okay, and then that's basically the entire article. Man, what are my thoughts on this? In hindsight, it sounds like a great idea. They're gonna make money out of revenue when it comes to ads. And to be honest, a lot of people do search YouTube for anime, because YouTube is also a place where people place anime illegally. Now, I myself react to anime series, and even though I don't even I show only like a sixth of the video, which is only the subtitles. I've still been I've had videos take down. I've had videos where I don't make any revenue out of, because YouTube is very much against all that. I mean, and because there's no licensing for it, right? So if you keep all of that in mind, I think they'll still have a big crowd. I don't think everyone's going to go there, because one of the complaints that people do have from free anime sites that already exist, like Crunchyroll and Funimation, it's the overuse of ads. And if they do the same thing with these, then there's gonna be complaints. You know, there's just too much ads. It's not worth it. I think, on the other hand, though, we are losing a lot of websites like Kiss Anime, and in the future, a lot of people are now are saying, hey, if you missed Kiss Anime, go to this website. Those websites in the future, guys, will be taken down. I mean, that's just the sad truth. They will be taken down. It's not something that is going to stay forever. So I think the fact that Toei Animation and Kodansha and these other companies are actually making an effort to make an alternative for us, that's great. Now, I don't think the only issue falls on torrent websites like Kiss Anime and other websites like it. The reason I say this is because if they truly were wanting to release more of the stuff, they would go to Funimation and they would go to High Dive and they would go to Crunchyroll and say, hey, we need you guys to release more of the stuff. We need you guys to make it more available for people, make it free. You can add ads if you want and stuff like that. I think they're also the problem in this other hand, I guess you can say, because I feel like there's two reasons why they probably don't want to go to these other subscriptions that are now legal. You can watch anime on Netflix, on Hulu, on Crunchyroll, Funimation, High Dive. All these are legal websites, right? I think the reason they're not going to these people is for two reasons. One, they mentioned it in the article. They're not wanting to translate niche series that maybe no one would have ever heard of, because they want to hit something that a lot of people are going to watch, right? Not just a small amount. So they avoid those titles because it's only going to serve for a small group of other people. The other side to that is that there's also a lot of
obscured, ecchi anime, very close to hentai that Funimation and Crunchyroll just don't want to touch. Why? Because of the U.S. Laws on what you should be showing and stuff like that. And if it gets too mature, then their websites become a different target of people than what they want. So they also avoid those animes. I mean, we saw that on the monster anime. I can't think of the title, but the monster anime that released in Funimation a few seasons ago. They released 2-3 episodes, and then when they realized how sexualized it was, they decided to take it out, and Funimation then released an apology letter and all, and there's a huge thing over, right? I'm wondering if this company, Anyplug or whatever it's called, are deciding, hey, I'm gonna post these on YouTube. Yeah, there will be restrictions. Yeah, maybe I'll make sure that you're 18 and older before you watch it. But if people want to watch it, why not? Release it. I don't know. If I mean, I think that's one of the main reasons. But the second main reason, I think, is that the industry is still hurting. Crunchyroll and Funimation have grown and grown and grown. I mean, AT&T is trying to sell Crunchyroll, and they put their value a little bit above 1.5 billion. They're thinking that 1.5 billion is a conservative value to sell it for. So I would say they probably consider that company to be $2 billion. That's a lot of money. I mean, that's big value. So why is the anime community still hurting in Japan? I think is that these companies are buying the licenses as cheap as possible, and then most of the money that they make, they don't go to the creators and to the artists and to all these people who are working their butts off. I mean, I'm talking about people that will work 12, 14 hours a day, will starve themselves just to get us a episode per week, that a lot of us will complain if we missed a week of it, right? So I think these companies are not giving enough to Japanese companies that truly deserve most of the money, because they're the creators. They're really putting a lot of effort to it. Crunchyroll and Funimation, you're just subbing stuff. I mean, there's a dub part to it as well, and now that they have the money they wanted, they're producing their own anime as well. But they have to really consider and give some love to all these companies, and I think that's another reason why they want to do that. They want to make sure they have the control of where the revenue money goes to, instead of Crunchyroll and Funimation saying, "Hey, we're giving you a one-time payment for the licensing, and you guys don't get anything else." Now, obviously, I don't know if this is how the contract works, but I'm assuming that that's how it works, by just seeing how people work in Funimation compared to how people work in Japan and in their companies. So I would assume Funimation and Crunchyroll is keeping a huge amount of that revenue money. So anyways, guys, we'll see what happens out of this. This is an older article. It came out a few days ago, but I think there's already more talk about it. So I will make another video for you guys later on today, so or tomorrow. So thank you guys again for watching this. If you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell button if you guys don't mind, and you'll be notified when I go live when I upload videos. Thank you again for your love and support, guys, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.